I'd like to talk a little bit about the technology of the heavy putter and the evolution of the heavy putter and where we've taken that in the past 7 years. The original heavy putter was developed with statistical analysis that we did through the Hank Haney Ranch and the ultrasound machine, the SAM, that we used to actually measure all the data points of the individuals using it. The original heavy putter was designed with a 475-gram head and had a back weight installed of 250 grams. This was the putter that was chosen with the pool of people that had statistically the highest consistency of path and acceleration within the group that we tested. The original heavy putter, although it was designed and promoted the overall consistency for the player, it also was suited for a player that had a longer style stroke, much smoother, longer pendulum style stroke. It engaged the bigger muscles, and that higher balance point that create actually takes out the hands out of that style stroke. So it was so specific for a player that could actually manipulate the putter and make it a longer style stroke, and it was extremely good on very fast greens. A few years after the introduction of that, we introduced a new putter called the heavy putter midweight, and we did also some national testing on this. And surprisingly, that throughout the blind testing that was done, that 7 out of 10 players chose this weight combination over the original heavy putter and the conventional putter that they were testing. In fact, 8 out of 10 people chose a heavy putter of some form versus a conventional putter in that test. The midweight was designed with a 400-gram head, has a 200-gram back weight, and a very similar high balance point, which also takes out the hands, gives you a more mass, more stability, smoother stroke, but it also allows for a little acceleration. This is very good on pretty much any style of green that I've played on, but better suited for mid-speed greens in the stimp of 10, let's say 8 to 10, and can be manipulated and accelerated if need be without the stroke getting too long. After this, and actually during this, through usage on the PGA Tour, many of the PGA Tour players they always wanted something lighter. And you have to understand that these guys practice 8 to 10 hours a day on the putting green, and they're so used to a conventional weight putter, to take the leap into the original heavy putter or the midweight was still a lot different than where they were and what they were using. So we developed what we call the lightweight putter. Now that's a 375-gram head, and that has a 65-gram weight in the handle. Now that compared to an average putter, conventional putter, is that a normal putter is about 330 grams, and of course it has no back weight in it, so it has a very low balance point. Now the benefit of that style putter was that it allowed the tour player who has a very short pop style stroke to be able to control that and still continue to use that style stroke for that style weight putter. The advantage to the average golfer is that the lightweight seems to work very well in conditions where the green speeds are very slow, like in the southwest, the south, like in Florida area, where they have heavy Bermuda greens, where they're running about 6 to 8. So that putter allows for a lot more acceleration, so that they don't have to manipulate the original heavy putter with a longer stroke, and where they would lose the ability for a consistent path. So we now believe that we've tested putters throughout the country. We've now sold hundreds of thousands of heavy putters to various style players, and we now believe we have a putter for every style stroke and for every green style throughout the country.